First question was from Matthew, one of our students in Korea. He said, any good ideas on businesses to start? How can I know if my idea is a winner? This is one that we could probably dedicate an entire episode to. I think maybe if we could just give like one tip on just how to start a business, like one simple thing, because again, I mean, we could talk about this for days on end. Mine would be generate cash flow as fast as fucking possible. Like, don't sit there for months or years, hemming and hawing, trying to make something perfect. Build an MVP, minimum viable product, no matter if it's software, service, whatever you're doing. Try to get a sale your first week or your first month. Cash fixes most problems. And yeah, that's mine.
I mean, very similar to that, I would say, talk to your customers very quickly in any business, small or large. You need to figure out, what is your niche you're starting with? Who's your core customer? And go find out their pain points. You don't necessarily want to build every feature of the product that they're looking for, but what you want to do is figure out, how do I make that first sale quickly? How do I get my first 100 or first 1,000 customers? And too many entrepreneurs spend time trying to find this brilliant idea. They build in secret, then they launch after a year of putting time and money. And it's like, well, typically what you want to do, unless you're working on something very deep tech, is go talk to your customers quickly. Go figure out like what their real pain points are, what you can solve with the first layer solution, and then move on as you get bigger and have more revenue and profit. Then you can start to build on top of that.
Well said.
Even Facebook. I mean, look, Facebook started as a college, Facebook. And so it was only at college. I mean, there's a million examples like that. Uber started with ride sharing only with black cars, right? And it eventually broadened, right? So there's so many examples, even among big companies, of how this played out.
Yeah, I don't have much to add to that, but to kind of piggyback on your point, Trav, you'd be surprised what the customer will tell you. I mean, I'm constantly polling my following and asking them, what do you want? What's your biggest issue? And trying to create products based around that. I mean, people will tell you things easily.
Yeah.
So don't be afraid to ask people questions get that.
I think that is a really underappreciated idea of like just very simply asking your customers or your potential customers what they want and then delivering a product based on that, rather than trying to be cute and come up with some like complex new thing. It's like, if you don't know if they want it or not, why build it, right? Like, respond to demand. Don't try to create a product where there might be demand there.
Yeah. As far as what kind of business, I mean, there's such a infinite world of possibilities with businesses. It's like, I tend to gravitate towards the school of, well, like, what do you know? What do you already, what pain points can you already see in your own life that you might be able to solve, or what areas might you be an expert in where you could go and do something? I know Gary Vee likes to say, oh, just go to garage sales and become a reseller. Like, it's like, does he really want like 1 million people to start doing reselling? That seems like a really narrow focus. Maybe that works for some people to get immediate cash flow, but no, there's something you're passionate about, something in your life that you've probably been doing where you've accumulated a couple thousand hours of experience. Like, maybe you're a software engineer. Like, what in the software world is broken that you could work on? Maybe you like to work with your hands mechanically. Like, what is there out there that doesn't exist that's a product you wish exists, right? Or that you could make better or cheaper. If it's online digital marketing, what niche within digital marketing? Is it TikTok? I mean, TikTok is coming up as an ad platform. Maybe you specialize in TikTok, right? So there's ways to find your focus, and if it aligns with like what you're good at and what you're passionate at, that tends to be like, I mean, home run material.
One thing to add: be flexible. Be flexible.
True.
Change your product if it's not working.
Yeah.
Don't get too caught up on your idea and be stuck to it if it's not working.